And we are live. Hello and good morning. It is Tuesday, I think. Yeah, it's Tuesday, all day. Huh. Interesting day yesterday. We'll carry on with the theme we've been talking about, but some really interesting information has come into my understanding, as well as some weird stuff happened yesterday. I can get into that in a minute. But if anybody's been watching since the beginning, one of the things I talked about while I was good morning, Pam. One of the things I talked about right at the very beginning of this is good morning, Joanne. Is how I believe there's going to be a cultural renaissance post COVID because people are now done being busy. I was having a conversation last night with somebody, and I was like, you know what? We don't spend any time with ourselves, with our thoughts, with our imagination, with our creativity, especially since the advent of the cell phone. But if you think about, especially parents nowadays, when I was a lot of playtime, a lot of parents I talk to now always have to run to soccer or beavers or basketball or snowboarding, and it's like every night there's something to do, play dates, all of this stuff. But what we don't do is take time to think. Good morning, Gary. This has put us on pause. You know, we still have the cell phones that, of course, aren't going to go away, but we've been using them improperly. If you think about, you know, anytime you have a spare moment and you're out in public, instead of just standing there and looking around and observing what's happening, which seems weird now, people pull out their cell phones so they have a feeling of connection to whatever's around them. Morning, Tommy. Oh, weird. Terry just joined as you said that. Morning, Ter. My brother and sister. So I was watching a Joe Rogan podcast over the weekend while I was packing and stuff. And hey, morning, Nicole. I live just down the road from you now, buddy. Tom Green was the guest. Sorry, I'm short circuiting. I'm still pretty wore out from all the excitement this weekend moving. Tom Green was talking about how the Renaissance period in Italy actually followed the Black Plague. So I decided to look it up to fact check before I actually put it out here. And it's really interesting. What I found out, what I was just reading, is that the Black Plague spread to Italy from Russia. So Russia's just north of China. Very similar pattern there. And that Italy was completely devastated by it. Exactly what happened here. And that there was also a good morning, Becca. Nice to see you, bud. There was also a economic crash that happened because of all the people having to go into isolation, and there's a lot of similarities. It's really interesting to look up because what happened because of that pause is what we call the Renaissance era. It created some of the most beautiful art that ever existed. It created music. It created science, truly. Because people started to question authority. They started to question the way that everything was happening. I also found that interesting, that people started to question authority, which we see rampant right now. So let's go back to the money. Why I'm saying all of this is because if you can make 50 grand a year at a job that you hate, or you could start something and build it during this time and make 50 grand doing something online, perhaps. Like that's the thing that's possible now. It's not an overnight thing. But one of the guys I like to watch, Brody Moss, Youngbloods, very interesting to watch him because I've seen the evolution of his YouTube channel. Now it's a pretty extraordinary life. The guy lives in northern Australia and he just goes out fishing for a living. But I remember actually talking with Pickle a while ago about, you know, doing a fishing show. Gosh, like 15 years ago, where people could just oh, there's my special guest, where people could just, we go out and film fishing. But the thing is, whatever your passion is, you have the opportunity now to do it. You can create it, you build it, and you don't have to just stay where you're at. Now, I'm not saying leave your job. Good morning, Charmaine. What I am saying is if you're dreading going back after all of this stuff, if you're hating the thought of going back to a job that you can't stand, it's not about retirement. It's not about the money. The psychology around the money keeps you there, but the fact of the matter is you don't have to stay in that life. You have the opportunity to create something for yourself and build it during all that time. So it is 9 a.m. My special guest star is here. Oh, we'll move you over. Hang on. We'll move you over here. We're going to sing loud today, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, it is 9 a.m. For yourselves, for our country, for our neighbors to the south, which Mark Adair just mentioned, most of all for the lives we want and what we want to create after this, please rise to your feet for our national anthem. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in our lives sons command, with glowing hearts we see the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. High five. Don't get down. You gotta high five me. Yes! Nice job. So, I do not want to give out advice without action. I do not want to not be who I tell you to be, or hopefully inspire you to be. Yeah, she's pretty awesome, isn't she? Good morning, Kim. A friend of mine talking about starting a YouTube channel and doing this, and I realized I have, I actually wrote about 4 books in the last year, and I've set them aside to work on other things because I've been being busy myself. So my declaration is to start doing the videos that I need to promote, first of all, my marketing book, my marketing program. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, she's pretty awesome. If you want, good morning, Carrie. Good morning, Ken. Oh my gosh, good morning, Edna. So I'm going to start doing what I know I need to do for that. Good morning, Christy. Which if you want to download the book, it is free. Shameless self promotion. It's oh gosh, guidegrind.com. You can download the major marketing mistakes and other dumb stuff to avoid. But it's a mind that I've been putting aside because I've been being busy. So my declaration is I'm going to get that ramped up and doing it to the best of my abilities. Good morning, Bruce. Not just for me, but so I can lead by example. So if you have something that you love, if you have something you're passionate about, you now have time to explore it. Don't waste this time we've been given. This is an incredible opportunity. I was actually listening to Thinking Grow. I was driving back and forth from Toronto to Dunnville all weekend, and it was very written right at the end of the Great Depression, and they were talking about how it ushered in a new era, and that's exactly what's going to happen after this. We saw it with the Black Plague, how it created the Renaissance period. The Great Depression ushered in truly the age that we live in now, and the different industrial era. Good morning, Donna. I don't know what's coming next, but we're able now to start thinking about a field that we want to create as opposed to one that we're just born into. So until tomorrow, have a fantastic day. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow morning at 8:55 a.m. and Macklin's going to be joining me again. Have a good day. Do something that makes you happy today. Good morning, Tana. Till tomorrow, remember, every voice counts. See you later. Why do I have to press